Namaste yogis, my name is Lisa and welcome to my channel. So today we're going to focus on different variations of side plank. So we're going to get started in a comfortable seated pose. So I'm going to use my block today. So if you don't have a block, you can use a blanket or a pillow. And I'm going to set this underneath my sitting bones just to rise my hips so that my knees can open up. And I'm just going to widen my feet out a little bit here. So find a comfortable position for yourself, and as you start to elongate your spine, see if you can start to root down the sitting bones into the earth. Close your eyes for a moment, and you've made it on the mat, so congratulations. And as you're on the mat, I want you to think of your mat as like this magic carpet, the four corners, and just like transforming you in your practice today. So let's bring our hands into heart center, allowing the thumbs to touch our heart. See if you can lift up the heart space to your thumbs. And let's start to bring our attention to our breath. So inhaling through the nose, elongating the exhale, maybe opening the mouth. You can empty all of the breath. Breathing in deeply. Open mouth, exhale. Just like a cleanse. Breathing in and breathing out. Just like you're fogging up a mirror. And then start to bring your attention now with your breath. Keep the mouth closed on the exhale, shifting into Ujjayi breath. And as you empty all of the breath, see if you can allow yourself to really fill up the belly, fill the sides of the breath into the sides of the ribs, all the way up to the upper chest cavity. And then on the exhale, completely letting all of the breath out of the body. And when you let all of the breath out of the body, notice how the abdominal starts to draw in. You feel that navel lock, that Uddiyana Bandha. You feel the pelvis lift from the floor. Mula Bandha are different locks in our body. So as you practice today, I want you to find the ease and the effort. See if you can relax slightly into each pose. Maybe your mantra today is, I am enough. Once you've set your intention for your practice or using that mantra, I am enough, let's blink open the eyes. I want you to take a deep breath as you sweep this energy around your space. And on the exhale, let the left arm release down towards the earth and take the right arm up and over. So I'm not mirroring you today. I don't think my mind can do that today. So we'll be opposite, but that's okay. I'll eventually turn to the side. But really allow that right sitting bone to release into the earth. Feel the sides of the ribs. Stretch the arm. Go a little bit longer. Make more space in the body. And then see if you can relax just a little bit. Maybe looking up to the sky. And then slowly come back to center. Inhale again, sweeping the arms up. Like increase your vitality, your immunity, your positivity. And then exhale, release. Let the right hand release towards the earth. Spider walk the finger. And then start to lift and stretch that left arm over your ear. Now let the sides of the lungs open here. Tack that left sitting bone down. Relax your shoulders. Now make more space in the body. Stretch up a little bit more. I know you can do it. I believe in you. You have this today. And then slowly come back to center. Inhale, sweep both arms up to the sky. I want you to interlace the fingers all the way up and push the heels of the hands up to the sky. Now let's purposely draw the shoulders up, like feel all the tension from maybe you sitting, driving, working at your computer. Bring it all up purposely, and then let the shoulders relax down your back. Try it one more time. Inhale, lift the shoulders up to your ears, and then draw them down away from the ears. One more time, lift them up, and then drop all that tension down off your shoulders. Push the heels of the hands, elongate the spine even more. Now I want you to tuck your chin into your chest, push your hands to me, push the heels of the hands, and start to dome your back like we're just taking this seated cat pose. Keep pressing your hands to me and draw the belly in. Press your hands to me more. Try to straighten your arms. Now take your arms over to the left. Ooh, that should feel so good in the upper back. Love that. I love that. Come back to center and switch. Take it over to the right corner. Keep pressing, pull the belly in. Keep rounding your back. Reach more to the corner. Slowly come back to center. Take the arms up. Take your hands behind your body now. And either just take your hands, knuckles to the lower back if the shoulders are tight, or you can even use a strap, block, or a towel, and interlace the fingers. Roll the shoulders down your back, and then I want to see your chest. I want to see your heart space. Yes, I can see you through that lens. Shine your heart, open it up. Let the veils remove off the heart space today. Squeeze the shoulder blades, and then release. Come to all fours. Ooh, already feels good, doesn't it? All right, we're gonna cat and cow, but we're gonna take the hands in reverse so that we stretch the wrists. So I want you to take your fingertips towards the knees. On the inhale, let the belly relax, let the tips of the ears come up, and let the sitting bones release back. On the out breath, draw the navel up, tuck your chin into your chest, gaze toward your navel. Now with your own breath, a few rounds. See if you can articulate through each of the vertebrae. We'll go one more time in our cat and cow. Lengthen the neck. Try to separate the shoulders in your cat, just like a mad cat. Pull the belly in, work those deep transverse abdominals, and come to neutral spine. Reflip the hands, and I want to do a little bit of churning today. So I want you to take the ribs to the right side of the mat, all the way up to the sky, and then take the ribs over to the left. Let the belly relax so that you feel the sides of your waist releasing. And we'll go one more time in this circle direction. Once you've come to center, then switch. Take the rib cage to the left, all the way up to the sky, to the right side of your mat. Just like you're churning. What are you churning? What are you holding on to? What do you need to stir inside of you to let go? On your magic carpet to transform. Come to neutral spine, tuck your toes, lift your hips, downward facing dog. So spread your fingers wide into the earth, plug your fingers down into the earth, and let the sitting bones lift up. So you're making this inverted V shape. Let's lift the heels higher. Lift the heels higher. Come to your tiptoes. Good. Let the heels melt back down. Two more times. Inhale, lift the heels. Now bend your right knee. Push your left heel down to the mat. Keep pressing that heel down. Get a nice stretch into the calf, ankle, Achilles.
heels high. Bend your left knee now into your chest and push that heel down into the earth. Now bend both knees and let those sitting bones lift up to the sky. As you bend your knees, come to the tiptoes, let the head melt, feel the spine elongate. And then start to straighten the legs, let the heels melt back, thighs move back, belly draws up and in. Send the right leg high up and behind you, three-legged dog. Wake up the feet, so spread your toes, bend your knee, open the hip. Take your right knee underneath the body now and tap your left elbow. Squeeze the first twist. Send the right leg high up and back, three-legged dog. Right knee comes underneath the body and twist. One more time. Inhale, right heel back. Stretch it more. Send it underneath the body and twist. Three-legged dog. Lower the right leg to downward dog. Roll out, engaging your core, plank pose. And then send it back, downward dog. Left leg goes high, up and back. Three-legged dog. Wake up the feet, spread your toes. Bend your left knee, draw your left heel towards your right glute. Draw the left knee underneath the body now and twist. Cleanse yourself mentally, emotionally, physically. Touch your right elbow. Left leg goes back, three-legged dog. Two more times. Underneath the body, tap. Send the left leg high up and back. Uno más. One more time. Downward facing dog. Slowly bend your knees. Walk your feet to your hands. We'll come into forward fold, Uttanasana, at the front of the mat, grabbing the elbows into ragdoll. Hang. Sway, sway, release, shake out the head, flutter your lips. Yeah, just let any negative energy go. I want you to make a commitment to yourself today to become a better version of you. Because when you start to take care of yourself, you become a better person, you attract better, you eat better, you feel better. So make a commitment to you. You are the VIP. Hands to your shin bones, halfway lift. Pull the belly in, lengthen your spine. Release, forward fold. Now arms go out wide, stand up tall, stretch up and look up, lift your heart space, and I want you to get light today with the toes. So lift the toes up right now, all 10. Yeah, even the pinky. Lift the heart and exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale, pull your heart, step back, plank pose. We're going to lower this first one all the way to our belly. So take your time and keep those elbows hugging into the rib cage. Once you've touched down, toenails onto the mat, lift your chest, cobra. And then exhale. You can either come to all fours and then make your way back to downward facing dog, or you can come back through plank. So listen to your body and take care of yourself. One more full round, filling up. Empty the breath. Right leg high, up and back. Open the hip. Knee comes under the body, twist. Yeah, we're doing it again. Right leg high, up and back. Underneath and twist. One more time, send it up. Draw it in. Now this time, see if you can hold, and then I want you to stretch the right leg out to the side. So your right leg is coming off the mat. You can either stay with both hands grounded, or see if you can let that left hand go into this fallen triangle. Press down into that left foot. Lift the chest. Stretch the whole side. Open up through the front body. And then slowly come back to center. Right leg pulls into the chest. Stretch it high up and back. Release it, downward facing dog. Come forward to plank. Come to the middle of the mat with your right hand. Now we're going to come into side plank. Taking the left arm all the way up, lifting the hips. Take your left knee all the way up to the sky and see if you can grab a hold of that knee. You can always modify this with your right knee down to the earth. Now, take your left foot gently behind you and open up into wild thing. See how that feels. Maybe you can lift that left arm, release, let the head fall back. And then slowly release, come back to center. Plank pose, downward facing dog. Walk your hands back. I'll give you a break off your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Forward fold, exhale. Take your hands behind your back now, just like we did earlier. See if you can interlace opposite way as you take chest expansion, forward fold. Let your head drop. Let a thought drop. And come into your breath. Slowly release. Take your hands at your waist. Squeeze the elbows together. Inhale, rise all the way up to the sky. Sweep the arms up. Lift the chest, look up. Exhale, release, forward fold. Halfway, inhale, lifts. Walk yourself back to downward facing dog. Left side, here we go. Left leg sweeps up and behind you. Open the hip, three-legged dog. Send the left knee underneath the body, touch. Send the left leg high up and back. Left knee underneath the body, twist. Send the left leg high up and back. Now this third time, I want you to hold it here. Now just straighten your left leg to the side. So you're off your mat here, and your legs are kind of like in this L shape. You can stay with this, or now step that right foot down into the earth and lift that right arm up into your fallen triangle. The left shoulder blade draws in, and the right arm stretches up, opening up through the side body, opening up through the chest. Slowly release back to center. Send the left leg high up and back. Downward facing dog. Roll to plank. Taking Vashisthasana, left hand to the middle of the mat. Roll to the left. So you have a lot of options here with this side plank. You can lower the left knee down. You can stack your feet. But if you can, I want you to pull the right knee up to the sky. Like that hand is just lifting that knee up. Send the left side of the ribs up. Now take the right leg behind you for wild thing. So the left leg straightens. Now let's see if you can let the head go back and let the whole front of the body open now. Last breath in your wild thing. And then slowly release. Come back to plank pose. Downward facing dog. Look forward. Now bend your knees. Get light. Hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Chair pose. Utkatasana. So sweep the earth and sweep the sky and get low. Can you get lower here? Just like we did earlier, lift the toes, all 10 toes off the mat. Sink the hips down a little bit more. Stretch the arms up a little bit higher. And then stand up nice and tall. Look up at the sky. Slight back bend. Back to chair pose. Inhale, one breath. Exhale, forward fold. Sun salutation in V. Lift up halfway. Plant your hands, step or jump back. High plank to low plank. Upward dog or cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Right away, right foot steps forward now. Spin your back foot flat. Inhale, rise up, warrior one. Hold in your warrior one. Feel the feet root down. Let the tailbone release to the earth. Stretch those arms up to the sky. Take one more breath in your warrior one, and then softly, keeping the shoulders lifted, let the hands touch back. That right leg sweeps behind, and maybe it's a one-legged plank as you lower high to low. Up dog to down dog. This time it's the left foot that steps forward. Big step, all the way to the thumb. Spin your back foot. Inhale, rise. Virabhadrasana 1. So you are a warrior. You're strong, you're calm, you're peaceful. So really feel your feet. Hug the heels in. Draw everything into core. Lift your chest, reach up higher. Even more. Look up. Exhale, vinyasa. Use your breath. Let the inhale take you up to your back bend, and let the down exhale take you back to down dog. Good work. 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. Inhale, hips high. Exhale, draw the hands into the earth more. Now I want you to bend your knees. We're going to play here. So I want you to get low with the knees. And as you get lower with the knees, maybe you can start to hop. Just little hops. Kicking the heels to the glute. And you might find a little air time. We're going to hop forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, forward fold. Chair pose, Utkatasana. So I don't know if you can see me, but the sweat is starting to drip. And that's the beauty of our yoga practice. We get cardiovascular, stamina, balance, strength, equanimity. All in this practice. It's pretty amazing. Sink down a little bit lower. Take your hands into heart center. Take your left elbow to the outside of the right thigh. Now squeeze your thighs together. Let your hips sink down a little bit deeper. Right shoulder draws away. Twist, press into the hands. I am enough. Your mantra. Let the hands reach up to the sky. And we'll twist to the other side. Right elbow to the outside of the left thigh. Shoulders down your back. Ooh, feel those legs. You are so strong. Inhale, look up. Exhale, release. Great job. Halfway lift. Inhale. Now if you're going to jump back, I want you to jump back into chaturanga. So plant your hands, elbows bend. Up dog or cobra, downward facing dog. Warrior 1, right side, step it forward. Inhale, sweep it up. Now we're going to play with this, and we're going to work into Skandasana. So I want you to take your hands to your heart center. Start to turn the body to the long side of the mat. And bend your left knee, so the knee is tracking over the toes. Back to warrior 1 on the inhale. Arms sweep up. Keep the hands into namaste. Exhale, Skandasana. And I want you to just flow with this, with your own breath. Let the hips square to the front, and let the hips square to the side. Meet me in Skandasana. We'll all come back to Warrior One, opening up into Warrior Two. Now notice by doing that, notice if your Warrior Two feels a little more open today. Draw the heels in towards each other. Let the right thigh release to the earth. Tailbone long to the earth. Now spread your fingers, even your back arm. Look over that right middle finger. I am enough. Right palm flips up to the sky. Now I want you to take your right hand behind your back of your head. Draw the right elbow up. And I want you to start to take your left hand, take it to either half bind or wrap it onto that right thigh. Now draw that whole right side of the skin away as you stay low in the legs, opening up through that whole oblique right side of the lung. One last breath. Extended side angle. Elbow either to the thigh, a block, or to the earth. Now reach out and over. Feel the left side, like if you had your jeans on. I want you to take the left side of the hip up to the sky. Breathe. One full deep cycle of breath as you inhale. Empty. Release. How is the legs? Woo, baby. I like it. It's talking to me. I hope it's talking to you. Lower chaturanga. Up dog inhale. Down dog exhale. Let's take a fluttering of the lips today. So it's like I call it a horse breath. So breathe in and flutter your lips. Let any tension you're holding in your jaw, let it go. 2 more times. All right, left side, here we go. Stepping the left forward. Warrior One. Inhale, rise. We'll play with that Skandasana again. As we send the hips to the long side of the mat, just bend your right knee, send your tailbone away, and then start to turn the body back to the center of the mat, looking up to the sky, and then exhale with your breath. 3 more on your own. The next time now, let's come right into Warrior One. Open up into Warrior Two. And how is your Warrior Two? Are you a little bit longer? You feel like you're a little bit wider. Try to aim that top thigh down. I want you to think. Lift the toes up, both feet. Feel the 4 corners of the foot ground down. Now look over that left middle finger. Pull the front ribs down. I have a tendency to open them up. So pull them down, open up through the back body. Last breath. Take your left hand now, just on the back of the skull. And the right hand is either going to come just to the half bind, or see if you can start to reach inside that little crease on the left leg. Now lean back. Keep leaning. Yeah, I want you healthy. I want all of the breath to be able to come into that left lung. Feel the skin. You're able to spread it, stretch it, Last breath. Extended side angle. Your choice, yogi's choice. To the thigh, to the earth. Maybe it's a no armed variation today. Reach. Reach. What are you reaching towards? Send that right hip pocket up to the sky. Turn your torso underneath you, the left side of the ribs up. Pull the shoulders down your back. Take one more breath. And then exhale, vinyasa. Good job. Left leg back, plank, low plank, upward dog, to downward facing dog. Let's play with those hops again. So bend your knees, get low, spring up, get low, spring up. One more, and hop your feet to your hands. Halfway lift, inhale, exhale, fold. Go deeper now in your forward fold. Pull your chin into your chest, keep pulling it in. Root to rise, circle and sweep, all the way up to the sky. Bring your hands into heart center. Hands release to the side. Samastitihi. I am enough. How you feeling? How is your body today? What kind of vibe do you have going? Really allow and appreciate your body. Let's work into some balance here. So bring your hands into heart center. And let's really root through the left foot. Lift those toes again. And notice if you dropped right away into that left hip. Pull up and out of the hip. Float the right knee up to the chest. And either keep the knee bent, or I want you to stretch that right leg forward. Yes, I want you to strengthen that quadricep. Now, bend your right knee into your heel, into your glute. Kick back, warrior three. So tip forward with the chest. Kick the right leg back. Look forward. Lift the chest, just like we do in our halfway lift. If you lose balance like I just did, you just come right back into it. We're going to come to crescent lunge. So bend your left knee, step back. How'd you do? Adjust your feet, left knee right over the left ankle. Inhale, arms all the way up. Keep reaching. Keep elevating your mood, right? We want to become better versions of ourselves. And we're going to play with this now. We're going to work into these split lunges. So I want you to bend the right knee down to the earth. Tap the earth on the inhale. And then exhale. Straighten both legs. How's your balance on that? Even here, let's straighten the legs and keep them straight for a moment. I want you to pull the lowest toes on the left foot up. Yeah? Feel the ball of that left foot. Now, engage. Feel that right quadricep lifting up and that left glute engage. Try it again. Inhale, bend your right knee to the earth. Exhale, straighten the legs. Inhale, right knee bends. Exhale, straighten the legs. One more time. Inhale, soften. Exhale, straighten the legs. Squeeze up. Everything up to center. Hands to heart. Now, swivel off the right foot and turn to the right side. Try to say that 10 times in a row. You're in wide leg Prasarita Padottanasana. Arms sweep out. Yeah, palms up. Reach out. Like you are in 5 directions. The head is to the sky, the feet are to the ground. Now just lower the chest halfway. Just halfway, flatten the back. Press down, notice your feet. Are your toes in a little bit, heels out? Now I want you to grab either the outside of your calves, your thighs, and then start to pull those hands maybe down, grabbing either those calves, ankles, and start to pull yourself through your legs. If you practice going upside down here into your headstand, you can always do that as well. Or if you just want to enjoy this, no, you don't have to go upside down to enjoy the inversion. Keep lengthening the crown of the head to the earth. If you're starting to work into tripod handstand, I want you to place the fingers so that the fingertips, you can see your fingers, right? So when you see your fingers, notice the hands are just about shoulder distance apart and the elbows are bent 90 degrees. As you come to the top of the head, you press down into the hands so there's no pressure, you're not moving the head right or left. And then maybe the legs start to float from wide leg straddle, drawing the legs together. You still want to draw those elbows in, magnetize those elbows, magnetize the thighs, like I put a block in between your thighs. If you've gone upside down, start to let the legs straddle out. You're going to touch down like super quiet, super controlled, super mindful. And then slowly, I want all of us to take our hands at our waist, squeeze the elbows, inhale, lift up, arms come back out to the side, and then we're going to set up for triangle pose. So adjust your feet, left foot comes to the front of the mat, start to send the hips back, send the heart forward, send the rib cage forward, and then tip into your triangle, maybe use the block, and stretch the arm up to the sky. So if you have your block here, you can put your hand behind the block, different heights on your block, higher, lower. It's just, you're just bringing the earth up to your, we're meeting you today in your practice. So just appreciate where your body is today. I want you to relax your shoulders down away from your ears and breathe. Send the right arm all the way up and over your ear. Take the arm back up to the sky. We're going to come to half moon. So if you want to use your block again, put your right hand at your waist. You can take your block to the corner of your mat and then slowly bend your left knee as you start to float the right leg up, opening up through the chest. Really think about drawing that left thigh more to the right side of your mat. Now, can you expand and make space somewhere in the body? I want you to bend your knee in half, draw your right heel behind. This is your quad stretch for today. So take a hold, if you can, grab the inside with your thumb around your ankle and the four fingers on the opposite as you take Chapasana. Last full breath cycle. Maybe looking up. If you're feeling unstable, look down. Release the right hand to the earth. Release the left hand to the earth. And plug the right foot to meet the left. Inhale, lift up. Grab your big toes with your peace fingers. Wrap those peace fingers around your big toes. Pull the elbows to the side and pull your chest and your heart inward. Bend your knees as much as you need. Calm your nervous system down here. Circulate the breath throughout the body. Feel the breath starting from the back of the feet. On the inhalation, drawing up through the calves, the hamstrings, the lower back. As you exhale, let it all wash away. Mid-back, upper back, neck, and crown of the head. Release the feet. Inhale, lift up. Hands to the waist. Squeeze the elbows and we'll rise back up. Switching sides. So this side, I want you again, lift the toes of the right foot. Feel the 4 points of the foot ground into the earth. So you're like a flower. You're like a tree. The more you root down, that energy can rise up. Pull the left knee into the chest now. See how your balance is on this side. So look at something that's not moving. Soften your gaze. Take your hands into heart, namaste, and let's strengthen through the quad. Kick that left leg forward. Pull those toes back. Bend your left knee, draw the left heel into the glute. Start to tip your chest forward, come into warrior three. Widen your collarbones. Lengthen the crown of the head away from the left heel. Bend your right knee. Step back, graceful, crescent lunge. How'd you do on this side? So look and check yourself. Make sure that front knee is right over the ankle. Press down into the left ball of the mount. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Straighten through the front leg. Lift the toes up of the right foot. Press through the ball of the foot. Feel the quadricep on the left engage. Feel your right glute. Inhale, softly lower the left knee to the earth. Tap down. Exhale, straighten the leg. Split leg lunges. Inhale, again, left knee bends, touches the mat. Exhale, straight up to the sky. Last time. Straighten both legs. Squeeze all the energy up through your body, all the way. Reach more through your fingertips. Bring your hands into heart center. Swivel your feet. Face the long side of your mat. Turn left. Arms reach out to the side. Take your chest expansion. Arms behind you. Lift the chest, lift the heart. And then exhale, forward fold. Pull your belly up and in. Take your hands at your waistline. Bring the elbows together. Inhale, rise. Arms come out to the sides. Turn your body, turn your toes, maybe step your back foot in. Setting up Trikonasana, triangle pose. Send the hips back to the mat. Stretch the torso forward. If you used the block before, you want to use it this time. Again, allow yourself. But notice if you're like putting all this weight, get light on those right fingertips. And expand outward. Look up. See if you can look towards that left thumb. If that bothers your neck, then either look straight forward or look down. Take your left arm over your ear. Reach to the front of the mat. Left hand comes back up to the sky. Ardha Chandrasana, half moon. Bend your right knee. Either take your block to the corner and then start to float your left leg off the earth. Pull those toes back. Send your right hip to the left side of the mat. Maybe the arm reaches up. Maybe you look up. See if you can lift that left leg a little higher. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Bend your left heel. Bend your left knee. Heel to your glute. Reach back. thumb on one side of your ankle, your four fingers on the other, Shavasana. Let your quadricep open the front of the thigh. You just strengthened it by standing and extending and lengthening in that contracted state. So now really just let it open. Slowly release. Let the left hand release to the earth. Square your hips to the front of the mat and release down. Let's take crow pose. How about it? If you're not practicing crow, widen your feet and drop the hips down into Malasana squat. So hands can come into heart center and the chest lifts. This is your modification with the heels grounded to the earth. If you're taking crow pose, if you're nervous, you're scared, then put a block here. You know, maybe high so that you know if you're gonna fall forward. And so I want you to look forward. I want your heart to be forward, but I want your neck long. Pull the belly in, almost like if I just were to even like punch the belly. Draw the navel lock up, and then those feet can float up. Try to straighten the arms, crows. If you're in Malasana squat, take your last vinyasa. In crow, you can jump back. I don't know if this is a good idea with this block here, but we'll move that. Look forward. If you're going to hop back, think like a rocket ship. Heart forward, legs back. Bend your elbows, go. Up dog. 2, down dog. Great job. Notice your down dog now. Notice how much space you've made. You've given yourself this VIP treatment. Bend your knees and lower the knees down to the mat. Walk your hands back. Keep your toes tucked under. And bring your hands back to your waist. I want you to allow the pelvis to draw under, but at the same time the front of the pelvis to draw down so that the tailbone is grounding to the earth. Relax your shoulders. Reach the right arm forward like you're flossing your shoulder. Reach it up to the sky. Reach it back. See if you can grab your right ankle. How is that? If it's not, okay, then put a block to the side. Take your left arm up now. Lift your heart. Maybe you can start to lift up. Maybe the head, if you have no neck issues, let the head fall back. Like I'm getting this amazing sun on my face right now. I want you to imagine this with me. And then slowly let the left hand come down. Hands back at the waist. Other side. Left arm floats up. Floss the shoulder like you're tracing the clock. Reach the left arm, because you know this practice it's like the fountain of youth. Left hand comes to the ankle, right arm reaches up. Now you can stay with this, or maybe you can drop the right hand now for your camel pose. Keep lifting the chest, keep lifting the heart space up. Send those hips forward. Last breath. Hands at the waist. Softly lower the toes down to the earth and sit down onto your heels. Let your palms be open to receive with a nice tall posture, chin slightly tucked in. Let your spine, let your heart space just absorb that. And we're going to work into the hips now, into pigeon pose. So I want you to send your right leg, right knee towards the right wrist. Send your left leg behind you. If you have blocks, maybe if you have a hard time keeping the hips level and even, maybe sometimes it's nice to use a block under the hips. Once you've elongated the spine and started to come forward, Maybe if you have a hard time letting the third eye touch the earth, then use your block here. Let your third eye rest on your block. Let your palms stretch forward and open. And let's start to bring our attention into our breath, inhaling for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 4. Inhale for a count of 4. Exhale for a count of 5. Inhale for a count of 4. And exhale for a count of 6. Where can you relax in your body? Where can you soften? And we'll slowly start to walk our hands up.
I'd like to step back to downward dog. You can take either all 4s instead. You can circle the right leg, like organically let your body lead you into the other side. Drawing the left knee now towards the wrist. Adjust the legs, square your hips. If you chose the block in one position, be symmetrical in the other side as well. Elongate your spine, forward fold, stretch the arms, crown of the head to the earth. Inhale 4 counts. Exhale 6. And slowly start to walk yourself up. Let's all come onto our left hip. I want you to sweep your right leg all the way to the front of your mat. With the right leg long, keep the left knee bent. I want you to cross your left foot over your right. And today we're not going to bend the right leg. I want you to keep it straight for me today. So sometimes I have you bend it, but today I want you to keep it straight. I want you to grow out of your sitting bones like we did at the beginning of class. And I want you to lengthen so much that I want you to take your right arm and I want you to just hug yourself. Pull the chest into the left inner thigh and then start to take your left fingers behind you. Take your elongated spine and start to twist over the left shoulder. Each breath, get a little taller. Each exhale, twist a little deeper. And then let that go. And we'll lengthen the left leg now. Cross the right leg over the left. I want you to elongate through the spine. And we're just going to hug. We're going to take that left arm and we're going to wrap it on the outside of that right thigh. Fingertips go behind. Inhale longer, taller. Exhale, look over your right shoulder. Keep the head, back of the skull lifting. Chin is level with the earth. Like you're gazing over the horizon. How about your left leg? Is it in Shavasana? Keep those toes pulling back and active. Come back to center. Navasana, boat pose, your favorite. Pull the knees into the chest. Extend and lengthen. Lift the heart.
Let's lower to Ardha Navasana, half boat. Pull the knees into the chest. Elongate and lengthen. Pull the knees into the chest. Elongate and lengthen. Ardha to Navasana. Ardha Navasana. So Ardha Navasana, Ardha means half. So you're coming halfway, all the way. Halfway, all the way. Last time. Now fullest expression. So maybe those legs want to straighten. Maybe you want to spread the toes, lift the chest, and fold all the way back. Ah, knees into the chest. Rock right, rock left. Supta Baddha Konasana. So let the feet touch. Now, if you do have those blocks, then go ahead and put the blocks as support, like as a restorative posture underneath the outside of the thighs, or if you have books. And then I want you to shimmy, like lift your left shoulder off the mat, and then the right, and let those shoulders shimmy underneath you. So the whole front of your body, the whole chest area, we opened it up into Ustrasana. The heart space is opened. Just stay open. Let those groins, let the inner thighs open. Now I want you to take your hands together, and I want you to just rub them back and forth and back and forth and back and forth until you feel, right? You feel the heat you're creating. And I want you to take that heat in your hands, in your magic hands, and I want you to place it over your eyes. And let the heat from your hands absorb into your eyes, into the backs of your eyes. And if it feels good, maybe you want to, if you have a ponytail like me, I'm gonna let that go. Maybe you wanna give yourself a little face massage. Maybe hold tension in your temples. Give yourself a little cranial sacral massage in the head, the back of the neck, shoulders. Just sweep away any energy, negative energy, brush it away. And we'll set up for final relaxation. If you have blocks, slide those out of the way. Shavasana. Shavasana is such an important pose to allow yourself now to absorb all the different shapes that we did today. To restore, to revitalize your well-being. So with the heat that you've created in your hands, that you've drawn into the backs of the eyes, I want you to take that energy all the way up from the crown of the head, like it's this white healing light. And I want you to just take this white healing light and just flood it all throughout your body. Through the back of the skull, front of the skull, through your face, your ears, all the way down to your neck, collarbones, upper back, chest, lower back, through the belly, all the way through the arms, out through the fingertips, into the hips and the pelvis, washing that white light over the thighs and the knees, into the shins and the calves, exiting out through the ankles, the feet, and the toes. So your whole body now is shimmering in this healthy white light, cleansed and healing. So I invite you to stay as long as you possibly can in Shavasana. If you have the time, I would recommend staying. If you need to close your practice here, then I'm just going to slowly take you to the side. And I want you to gently press up. And we'll start how we finished in that easy, comfortable seated position. Sweeping the arms one last time with this vitality and bringing that energy and this healing and this goodness back into your heart space. So send gratitude for your magic carpet. Thank you for working with me today, practicing with me today. I'm so excited that you were able to practice with me. Please make sure to like this video and share it with others. And I'll see you soon on the mat. From my heart to yours, namaste.